Welcome to Two Currencies. My name is Verónica, and that's my husband, Jon, which is we really call me Ray.
I'm Ray, by the way. And this is Immigrant. Immigrant Hermosa.
And this podcast is for every
Interracial
couple that is trying to build well together without losing in the process each other. Right?
That's right. Because that is the hardest currency to manage.
Totally agree. Mi Ray, tell me the truth. When we first met, what was in your mind? This is gonna work?
Now, are we talking when we first started talking on the phone or when I first met you in person?
When we met in person.
All right, when we, excuse me. When we met in person, I was scared. I had just gotten off work. I went home. I didn't know if I was ready to go. I think I was still packing at that time when I got home. I don't remember, but all I know is I had to be at the airport first thing in the morning, and I was nervous. And then obviously,
Did you work all night, right?
I did work all night, yes. And then when I got to Los Angeles, down there, and that airport is massive, and I hate California. No offense to Californians, because you're all a bunch of communists. Just kidding. When I got to California, I was nervous. It was a big airport. I was trying to communicate with her. Since it was so big, we kept missing each other. I was getting frustrated, and
But I told him to stop there, and he kept moving.
I was in a hurry to find this woman because I was ready. I was ready to put my arms around her. I was ready to give her a big hug, and I was ready to give her a big kiss. And so I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous. I was really, really nervous because also too, yeah, cameras are a lot different, right? Cameras this, camera that, but
I mean, we did FaceTime, we did
yeah.
WhatsApp, we did, we call pretty much every day in videos.
We used to work. Like, we used to talk on the phone for like 12 hours sometimes, long time. I'd be working the whole night, and But basically, it was different. I mean, meeting somebody for the first time and in person compared to talking on the phone was a big thing. So yeah, I was nervous, and I was a little cranky because I'd worked all night. But once I got to see her, and I put my arms around her, I asked her, I was like, "Can I kiss you?" She obviously was like, "Yes, please." so then I kissed her, and that was it. From there, we've been together since.
Wow, that's the perspective for us. At least I'm gonna tell you my truth on what I used to thought in that moment. My mind was like 1,000 miles per hour, like always. My mind was like, okay, I know. Don't ask me why, but I knew he was the real one. I knew he was gonna work. I never had any doubts. And actually, I was nervous, but not nervous to meet him. Nervous to know that everything that we're gonna start together. Because I mean, in my mind, I went back when I came to this country when I was 22 years old, and then with a lot of dreams just in my suitcase with a strong accent, which I still have it.
Very strong.
I know, right? And I didn't think I was going to build 4 companies. I didn't think I was going to marry a U.S. veteran. I didn't think I was going to sit in down here and pretty much talk about wealth strategy and help me with that word. Interracial couples. But we are here.
We are here.
We're here, and okay, so let's back it up a little bit, okay? Because I think people now see us, like some friends, sometimes people with they see when we start and then how we've been growing up. But the people, they know what we're doing, they know exactly how we've been changing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But other people that don't know us and they see us together, they probably think, they got all this thing figured out. And I'm going to just be very honest. They think we have all together because we have our love. This is stronger.
Mm-hmm.
But, Ray, tell me. What was your life when we started to begin with, when we started living together? How was it?
All right, so let's put it this way. Obviously, I went to California. We got a U-Haul the day I arrived. We packed up all of our stuff. spent a couple days down there, and then it was on the drive. On the way up here, my life had changed completely. I didn't know if I was with an axe murderer, serial killer. I didn't know. I just know that I was with this beautiful woman making a 14-plus hour trip to Utah in a U-Haul going, what was it?
Full of clothes, bags, shoes. That's it. We don't bring nothing
50,
else.
55 miles an hour.
Oh,
was the
yeah,
fastest
because
we
my
could
car,
go.
yeah,
Because we had a trailer on we were pulling the trailer with her car on it, so we couldn't go fast. But let's put it this way. In my way of thinking, I was a little frustrated, because starting a new life, it's rough. Not to mention, this woman has a lot of stuff. Oh my heck. Closet space. I have no closet space. Let's put it that way. To this day, walk-in closet, I still don't have any closet space. She has a room that's a closet. You think I would have closet space, but I don't have closet space. I have this little itty-bitty sliver of closet. But basically, excuse me. Basically, it was rough at the beginning. She had, her way of thinking was like, spend, we can spend. It was spend. Me, on the other hand, it was more, hey, let's save. And she was like, well, if we do that, then we're not going to get the abundance, which I agree. I mean, if you hold on like crazy, then it's like nothing's going to happen because you have it. But if you put your faith in God, which that's what I've learned to do, I put my faith in God a lot now, things come to you. The abundance will come. So honestly, it was a little frustrating, but we've built something. We've actually built something. We've been together for 3 years. The first 2 years, a little rough, but that third year, actually, excuse me.
A year and a half.
That year and a half, was about a year and a half? Yeah, about a year and a half. Sorry, my bad, let me back up. First year and a half, a little rough, and then we moved on. After that, we bought a house. We bought a nice house. I love this house.
Thanks to you.
I mean, we got more room than what I thought I would ever have. So we got a really nice house, and we're just flourishing with abundance right now. It's amazing.
Thank God, thanks to the Creator. So, okay, in my perspective, it was hard because coming from another country, an immigrant. I came when I was in 1998. I was 22 years old. And in the top of that, I think Two Currencies. That's what the name of the podcast is, Two Currencies. Because my money was like, I got the currency of pesos and I got the currency of USA. And I just came from Latin America with a dream. With a dream and nothing else, right? Nothing else. So, and, besides the whole culture that is different, the money, my mind and the money is totally different than his mind and the money. Now we get together. Mm-hmm. But like he say, I spend on business, I spend on Interracial, I spend on growing up, I spend on always expecting and always making sure that with a system, that with a constantly, with meditation, with everything that you guys can imagine that you guys probably do in your house as well. It's my mind from that war in Latin America, but then think about how over here in the USA, you can make anything dream come true. You can actually, we in our culture is like, okay, we're family, really strong family together. We believe in loyalty. We're very loyal to each other. And when you don't know that and the system that is in the USA, when you try to create wealth, it is different from what they teach us back there. So my mind was different. My mind was with him. I'm in love. It's the first time I get married. I want everything with him. I love my child, even though you guys are gonna know the story later about our child. But it was something that it wasn't in me to think about how to plan in a relationship. I just went by the flow. Trust me, being a Latina, I mean, sometimes I'm like, I'm sorry, babe, but I'm just
Spicy.
Like, yeah. So, Johnny's a US veteran, and I call him Mirai. We always call each other Mirai now. So, USA veteran, and he was raised completely different. Like, honestly, it's different language. And not just talking about the words and different stuff that we do, right? because you grew up here in Utah. I grew up back in half of my life in Mexico City, another half of my life in California. So I moved to Utah because I love him. And the difference of communicating is just not in love, but just on expressions. Even I use all of my hands. Even our kid in the first week, remember, he was like, "Oh, you guys fighting?" It was like I talk really loud and it's wrong. So it is a different language, not just the language English and Spanish, just different language of moving and how one life came in two currencies and in two different words. But I think we're doing pretty good, right?
I think we're doing all right. Well, no, hold on. Let me back that up. We're not doing all right. I think we're doing heck of good, because we're doing really good. I mean, this woman has pushed me to where, let's put it this way, I was going nowhere with my job. Now I'm in a career. Yes, I started my career late. I won't go into my career right now. I'll go into it later. But I'm actually in a career again, which is nice. And I wouldn't have it without this woman. She has pushed me, and she continues to push me, which is amazing.
Because we're a team, you know, the team of two currencies. And that's what we do. We lift each other, we push each other. And then I have a question for you, my love.
Oh boy, here we go. More questions.
Right. What was the biggest clash between our two cultures when it comes to money? And be very honest.
All right, so let's put it this way. She's a Latina. She's from Mexico, right? Obviously, Mexico was not like the U.S. with this, but this woman has spent more than half her life here in the U.S. and obviously in California, where it's the rich area. So it's been hard, you know. Like for her, she's let's see, Louis Vuitton.
Well, let's not do commercials. Okay, but continue. Esto tu advertencia porque
Are you talking or am I talking right now?
You're talking.
I'm talking right now. But basically, when it came down to it, her way was she liked the finer things in life. For me, I could go to Walmart, I can do whatever, I can wear whatever. She's always got to be dressed. I'm not going to lie. When we go out, oh my heck, when we go out, she's in the full getup. Me, I'm in shorts, t-shirt, and tennis shoes. She sometimes gets a little irritated, but you know, and then people look at us like, how are you with this woman when she's so fine and you're looking like a homeless guy?
No,
sometimes.
Never, ever, ever. He's just talking too much. That's not true. Now,
I talk too
my
much.
thing.
I talk too much.
No, he just saying things that he doesn't mean, because honestly, I wouldn't find a husband better than him. I wait so long to find the right person in my life that I know God had it for me, and I know I didn't make a mistake. I know I learned a lot with him, and he kept it a lot with me, because, you know, we are the ones that, he's the military side, but I'm like, in the other side of military, I'm Mexican, Latina. But for me was, you know, I came from a country that they don't talk a lot about money. I mean, I was blessed that my dad actually was, executive in the bank, and then he kind of teach me about credit and all this stuff. But we don't talk about money. When the people get married back there, they don't talk openly. It is for some reason, somehow, they don't talk about wealth. You know, I'm coming here, I have to completely rewrite the belief system that I used to have. You know, that took years, and a lot of Kabbalah meditation, a lot of I would say, I'm always grateful to God, but I was just very strict with myself. Like before I met him, before I prepared to get married, because I tell God, hey, I'm ready to get married, please send me the person. And it was funny because he was in a podcast before I met him, a year before I met him, and the end was about to change. It was like middle of the year, and then they asked me, do you have anybody in your mind? That you get anybody in your life that you're in love with, that you never talk about it, you help out the community, you do this, you do that, you create business, but we don't know anything about your life. And then I remember that day in life, I say, I'm getting married next year, and I haven't even met him.
And here I am.
But that's how it changed, you know. It switched my mind from coming to a country that maybe now is more often they talk about meditating, about being so like with a system to create wealth. We didn't talk about it. We didn't talk about I never heard my parents to talk about, hey, we could do this. They do business, they do this, that, but they never talk openly. And I don't think they even talk before they get married. So it is totally, totally different. And here I rewind myself, my brain, and like I say, I do a lot of stuff so I can protect us the way he protects me.
Let's put it this way real quick, all right? She asked about my credit score. Can I tell him?
Yeah, they already know in the first place, remember?
Well, I had an amazing credit score. Not too bad.
Uh-huh.
And then I married this woman, and oh my heck. Now, one of the biggest things is with couples, money's a big thing to where it can either make you or break you. My credit score, it dropped. It dropped pretty high. But this woman also helped me build it back up.
It wasn't like a dropping because of the bad thing. It's because we didn't have any business credit stable. And then that was a lesson for, I'm learning from him how to use guns, how to play, how to this, how to shoot. So he's done it. He learned from me, I believe, that using our personal credit, that's the worst at the worst. We gotta use the business credit. So he didn't have a business. So obviously, when we add each other on the credit cards, I'm the one that uses it more. So when you use it, obviously it goes high and then you pay and all down. So it is something, it calls utilization. But we teach about that in another
We'll
time.
do that later.
But it is part of that, how we learn, how we know each other. So welcome to Two Currencies, right?
Right, welcome.
Let's continue the real work, how we build together. Actually, how you guys built it.
And that's our song. So let's talk about practical side. Honesty, and this is the honesty. Because it's just about the love story that we have because we love each other, mi rey. Mwah. It is actually a business story. We run 4 companies together, okay? So we have a son, we have 2 Belgian Malinois.
Alligators.
That-
Or
Man.
basically velociraptors, because I think that's what they were back in the time.
No.
Or a German Shepherd on pre-workout.
Well, Athena and Tor, who have absolutely no respect about our schedule at all.
None
Okay.
whatsoever.
Mi rey. Mi rey.
Yes, ma'am.
Walk me through what your day looks like versus my day looks like. Because I think a lot of the couples watching this, they might think, how do they even manage that?
So what my day looks like.
Versus
All right.
mine.
So what my day looks.
Versus mine.
Can I talk?
I got
She
it.
don't give me time to talk. This is why.
Well, you
don't
want to
know.
let
All right. I got a Latina, yes. All right, so my day, what my day looks like. So my day, granted, I work, all right? I work, I enjoy my job, I can't complain. Yes, I complain sometimes, but I enjoy my job. My day is I wake up, I spend time with the family, and then I go to work. I work a 12-hour day. Then when I come home, spend some time with my boy, spend some time with my wife, and then the dogs, give my dogs about 30 minutes of loves, and then I'm back into work, I'm back into bed. And that's basically my day. So,
No, we do the podcast too. We record.
Oh, and we do the podcast. We
Once
make
a week.
videos. There are days where I will sacrifice some sleep and we'll go do something. I mean, we'll go out, we'll go shooting, we'll drive to another state just to go enjoy some food. I mean, just things like that. Now her day, on the other hand,
But we also got the date. We each other, like we have when
Yeah,
our
we
son
do.
goes
When-
to his cousin,
yes.
we have our date.
yes, we do have that. And so that's what my day looks like. Now her day, honestly, I don't know what she does during the day because I'm sleeping. But I can tell you she's hard at work. She's always hard at work, either cleaning the house, laundry, working on her business, helping people fix their credit, stuff like that. This
Building the
woman
system.
is always
meditation.
doing a lot of things, which is amazing. She's a strong woman.
Well, I'm gonna say exactly because when he's sleeping, when he go back to sleep, we're watching right now some stuff because I always try to keep everything clean, so you can hear the machine going on. So pretty much like he says, I'm going 24 hours a day. But what my Ray it's actually zipping when it's his night, about 5 in the morning, because Athena and Tor, they really don't care about their schedule, you know.
They're high end, very high maintenance.
It used to be at 4 o'clock, and now they're at 5 o'clock, but it's okay. So I make my tea, which is my tea. He doesn't know. He knows that I like herbs, but he doesn't see me doing that. So I make my tea, all natural herbs, then my coffee, then my 2 eggs. So I get my routine, okay? And I start building, pipe of emails with reaching out people that they are. Oh, but before I go that, I make sure my kid has his lunch, make sure my kid has his breakfast, and then I go with my routine, But between when he's actually having breakfast, I'm making my herbs tea, and then, like I mentioned, and then when he goes to school, when he walks out of the door, then I start working. When I start sending all the emails, John already is sleeping. I try to be quiet, but in the meantime, I make my videos for my other. Actually, it's exactly 5 to 6. He goes at the door 7:15. Out of 7:15, my kid 7:16. Then I get my breakfast already done. Then I start doing Kabbalah 1 hour. That's non-negotiable. That's something that I do every day. Except on weekends, but it's Monday to Friday. Then I get after my quiet meditation, I get different stuff. I do my soul correction, number 1, number 2. I get the 22 miracles. So it's a lot of stuff that I do, but I do dedicate 1 hour a day. 1 hour a day complete. And then, like I said, that's non-negotiable. But also, I do take care of myself on the spa, and he knows that. So it has to be once a month minimum. Once a month, I go do my manicure, pedicure, my hair, my massages, take care of my that skin, all that beauty that we needed, because you get to combine it. I mean, honestly, he works so hard. He do everything for us. I use more of the time like working from home and building all that pies when he's at work and protecting us. And it's just business going on, So I learned in my life, if you don't have the spiritual life aligned, nothing else works. No business, not even our marriage, not even our parenting with our kid.
Yeah.
So it is 2 different currencies and 2 different worlds. Because my day, even if he works a day and the day he don't work at night, his day will be different than mine, because my system that I create, not just for the business credit, not just for every company that I need, leads. I also build a system at home that empower our family. The 3 of us with the two dogs, or 5, right? So to keep it going. And then my kid is kind of losing now because he forgot that he needs to stop the camera.
Sorry about that. I'm back. Hey Dad, she got a question for you.
Me ready?
Yes.
So what is the spiritual practice that you do right now to build us together, to stay together, that that is working for us?
Spiritual practice. Well, let's put it this way. I never prayed before. I pray. I pray when I eat, and I pray when I'm struggling. So that's one thing I do. So yeah.
Praying. All right, so protecting our marriage, because when you build an empire, it is not like, okay, well, let's be honest. It's not like, okay, one day to another day, okay? I've seen couples, honestly, that they're very strong in money. They create something together. They really build that empire, and they are very successful. And then they lost each other between the time, and then when they actually start having other clients, they have successful business, and one day, they don't even recognize each other. So, Mireille and I, we make a decision, right?
Yes.
And then our relationship comes first.
Mm-hmm.
Not the podcast, not the leads, not the pipeline, the relationship. Right? So, Mireille, tell me about the nights, because I think some people will surprise, like, what is our code at nights? What is that make us, and our date nights? What is our relationship? Like, what is the code that we have, the non-negotiables, and how do we apply it also in our date nights?
Non-negotiables. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. You're asking me?
You want to say it?
Yeah, because you know what? Basically, I don't know him by heart because I swear it's like rotating with her, but that's fine because I'm doing everything in my power to where I love this woman.
No, we did when we met. We say this is non-negotiables. Remember?
No fighting for one. We don't fight. And if we get in a fight,
we
we
exchange,
basically we fix it. We don't go to bed angry with each other.
No, never.
Never whatsoever.
We don't
Have we? I think one time we almost did, but then we were really like, let's just put it this way. We were so mad at each other that we both went into different rooms, and then it was like we come out and pouted to each other to fix it.
True.
So we fixed it.
And then the other ones are no lying or hiding, because lying, it will destroy a relationship. So no matter how cruel it is, we even tell our kid, no matter how hard it is, you always tell the truth. So that's no cheating, no lying, no fighting in a way that aggressive. Don't lose that control. That we don't even push each other, but it was something that I came out when we started the relationship. And the moment that anybody push each other, we lose respect, so it's gone. We don't like say liar or hiding stuff, and then we don't say things that we're gonna regret. So we'd rather just talk about it, but don't insult, because when you cross a line, so that's the non-negotiable.
You can't come back. But let's talk about this. When my son goes when he goes off to his cousins every other weekend. Let's put it this way. We do go out to eat. We dance around the house. She might be having a bad day. I basically pull her up off the couch, wherever, and we dance. We have a good time. Yeah. All right? Just being us. That's us.
And he's very good on that. Like,
yeah.
I could be stressed because of the business, because, going up and down and all that stuff, creating new clients. It can be like, my stress is different than his stress. But I can be like, even... in the middle of a situation that I'm dealing with, and then I don't know where he just come and he grabbed me with then he say a lot of jokes.
A lot of jokes. I try to be the joking one in the situation, in the relationship here, which I think sometimes it kind of drives her crazy, but we make it work.
Now, that is another thing that people maybe don't have an idea, like, besides what we do, like my facials and everything, I take care of myself. I do my wax. I take care of myself, okay? But what I never forget is this. Every morning before my kid goes, I always, ask the Creator to keep him in good when anywhere he goes, and when he goes out of the house as well. But when he comes back, when he comes back, I make sure I talk to him. He has to write one letter at a time, one new word. We read books like about wealth.
Mm-hmm.
When sometimes my husband, he's sleeping, that's something that's non-negotiable. 1 week, our kid has to learn. Every day we read a book, for a week. He get one word every day, learning about how to move money or different expressions. The next week, we do it like audio books, and then he has to talk to me about that week, about the audiobooks that we're learning. And then the next following week, he does any maths, any writing, any grammar. So we got each week of the month, and that's not negotiable, because also being in connection with your kid, to get in his brain, to know that he can be anything in the world, that's part of the two currencies when it comes to two different words. I know my son is from here, and then he probably has no idea how we raise in Latin America, but that is something that I'm always pushed for, right?
Mm-hmm.
So between our dates, between our going shooting, because he's teaching me shooting, we create this great couple, two currencies in one. Two currencies, one couple, one empire, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, that's our episode 2. If this is you, if something we said today made you look at your partner differently, because I'm not going to lie, I look at her differently all the time, but in love. Share it. Send it to your person. Leave a comment below, because this podcast only grows if you tell someone else about it.
We are Two Currencies, one power couple. And find us every Friday. Find us every Friday on YouTube at Maestros de Riqueza. Follow us everywhere, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Remember,
We don't chase wealth, we build it.